Hi guys and welcome back to my channel on this very small corner of the internet where I make videos all about Avon. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's my most favourite video of the year. It is my annual makeup empties. This is your annual reminder to use up your makeup. If you know me, you know I love using up products fully, and every year for the last, is this the third year? The third year in a row. I have saved up all my makeup empties and I like to show them off. I like to watch these videos and hope that you enjoy it too. So last year in 2022 I used up 25 products and I think I've exceeded that this year. I haven't counted them up yet. I've used up quite a few foundations. I've used up not one, not two, but 3 Body Shop matte clay foundations. So these were my favourite foundation for at least 4 or 5 years. This is now discontinued. No more of these now. I've moved on now. It was a great foundation. I don't want to keep buying old stock. I will learn to love something else. Used up 1 Power Stay 24-hour foundation. If you can hear a noise, by the way, it's the cat. One of the cats is on the cat tree. 1 Power Stay foundation in the shade Creamy Neutral. A mini 15mm Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. This came with me on all my holidays this year. 2 Avon Power Stay foundations. These are 9 grams. These lasted like 3 or 4 weeks, so don't be too impressed because they didn't last very long, but not really cost effective if you use it every day like me because it only lasts a few weeks. So I've used up 7 foundations this year. For concealer this year, a Avon Power Stay concealer, Kat Von D Lock-It concealer, and a Kiko concealer. The Kiko one was pretty good, the Avon one was pretty good, but the Avon one, again, it was quite small. Like this Kiko one and the KVD one are 6mm, but this Avon one was only 3mm, so this didn't last me very long. 3 concealers. Face powder, I've used up 1 Body Shop matte clay, 2 Body Shop matte clay. I used up a mini hyaluronic pressed powder from By Terry. This came in a little gift set. It was 2.5 grams, lasted me a few weeks. A Revolution Super Matte powder. I actually used up another one of these, but it got left behind in South Africa. It got like there was a little bit left and then it smashed and then the whole packaging smashed, so that one got binned. This one also was a victim in South Africa, but it got used up and it actually survived home without the plastic in. That's 5 powders this year, including the one that got left behind. I used up Elisa Armstrong Miraculous Tattoo eyeliner, Body Collection brown felt, Avon Dramatic Duo liquid liner. I used up the liquid liner side. There is a pencil on the other side, but I haven't really touched that. But that's 2 of the mini Kat Von D Trooper liners. I've been using these things for donkey's years. I used up a KVD cake pencil liner. This was a twist up black pencil liner. That's just completely gone. Bronze half of the Charlotte Tilbury eye pencil. Yeah, I used up that bronze half. There's a little bit left of the other red side, but I'm not fussed about using that, so that's just gonna go. A Avon Glimmer Stick in the shade Bronze. That's all gone. That was a lovely eye pencil. Another eyeliner. This was the MAC Liquid Last waterproof liner. I've used this pretty much as I can. It's gone very gloopy, so I'm actually calling this one done. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 eyeliner products this year. I have a couple of eyebrow products. My trusty Avon Brow Boost, a MAC brow set. Now this is just a clear, it looks a bit dirty, but this is a clear, ooh, nearly dropped it on the cat. This is a clear brow mascara. This for me is kind of a bit of a non-ish product. It's not something that I would buy. I had this in a MAC gift set last Christmas. How I used this was, I actually used this mostly in my hair for like flyaways. When I was like started growing my hair out, I had a lot of broken hair around my hairline, so I was just using this to like flatten down the hair, to be honest. I didn't really use it in my eyebrows, but it got used up all the same. And then I'd also acquired in another gift set a Charlotte Tilbury Brow Fix, which is, again, it's a clear brow product. I haven't used this one in my hair. I actually have been using this in my brows over the top of my eyebrow powder just to kind of get it used up. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I actually used it up. This was the Lisa Armstrong flipping everlasting, I think it was the brow down to me or something, brow pencil. This thing was huge. This was over 2 years old. This lasted me 2 years of use on and off. This thing did my head in towards the end of using it. It just kept going and kept going, but finally it's done. So that is 4 brow products used up this year. Onto mascaras. Used up a By Terry Lash Expert mascara. Avon Mark Big and False mascara. This was a really nice mascara. Lovely brush. Kat Von D Go Big or Go Home small size. I've used up a Lancome Idol. I used up a mini Bobbi Brown mascara. I've used up a mini Dior mascara and a mini Charlotte Tilbury plum push-up lashes. This was terrible. It just transferred all over my eyes, so I used this for a couple of days. 7 mascaras used up. This does seem like a lot this year. I did purchase quite a lot of makeup in 2022, early 2022 in particular, like December, like end of 2021. The majority of everything used up now. I only have a couple of mascaras left. I only have a couple of eyeliners left, but we're going to talk about that more in another video. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Lip Balm. I've used up a L'Occitane lip balm. That was nice. And I used up a P. Louise one. This thing was alright, but it lasted me literally a couple of weeks, so don't be too impressed. So that's 3 lip balms. This is an exciting one for eye products. I used up another one of my trusty MAC crayons. It looks like there's a little bit left, but that is like a piece of plastic. Like, it doesn't actually, it goes a little bit, but there's literally a piece of plastic in the middle. Full size By Terry shadow stick. And then I also used up a mini By Terry shadow stick. That was the little brown one. That was the full-sized champagne-y coloured one. I'm glad to see those gone. So that's 3 stick products. Charlotte Tilbury Super Nudes Eye Palette. So I had this in a Charlotte Tilbury set last Black Friday. I am calling this done. So this black shade I haven't really touched. This shade, this one is completely gone. This brown shade I haven't touched. This one I've used up quite a bit of. And this one I've used up quite a bit of. And I'm just calling this done now. I'm like, 1 full one done, 2 halves done, and this one done. I have these shades in a couple of other palettes. I have a Too Faced eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be working on finishing up next year. Had this a year. It actually expires. It's actually expired already. Powder products aren't too bad for like using over their expiry. Getting to the bottom of eyeshadows like this, they generally become quite hard to work with. Bits will flake off, bits will chip off. Moving on, I have other palettes to use. So yeah, one full eyeshadow and then 2. I'm going to count this as 5 eyeshadows done this year. Last year I featured this little Dior blush in my empties video. This was a 4-gram blush that I used up exclusively in 2022, but I bought it in 2021. Used it, took me about 2 years to finish off this blush. It's 4.6 grams. That's about right with daily use and using a couple of other things. Anyway, I used that up last year. I just like to keep the packaging just for video and inspirational purposes. This Dior blusher, this is Dazzling Sun. This is 7 grams of blush, and let me tell you, I think this, well, last year in my video I said it was 5 years old, so it would now be 6 years old. I think I bought this in 2016 or 2017, so I think this is possibly even older than that. It might even be like 8 years old. I have more than had my money's worth of this. I've got my iPad here and I paused it the video last year, and this is how much I had of it left last year. So I'd just got that tiny bit used last year, so I've pretty much exclusively used this thing for a whole year. And I have, like I just said with the eyeshadows, it gets really difficult to use products when they start wearing down to the pan. They start chipping off, they start flaking off, and they become a mess. So part of this I did have to actually like crush it down into like a loose powder, but I am happy to say that whether it's 6, 7 or 8 years old, this blusher is done. I am so happy to have this out of my stash. I've managed to, in the last couple of years now, managed to cool down my makeup. It was getting overflowing and I knew that I had to just start using more and more stuff up as opposed to just buying more and more stuff. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in another video. So I've used up 44 makeup products this year. That is huge. That is so much better than last year. I am so relieved to get all these things out and into the recycling. I just need to pop out, take the dog out for a wee, and I'll be back with a look at what we're going to do next year.